remember in 2020 when I first started my membership, a young fellow, Jackson, was on one of the calls. And he asked me a question that I loved because it was so honest. He said, do less aggressive approaches to marketing actually work? That's a really honest question to ask. After all, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You got to pay the rent. You know, you got to, on a bumpy country road here, it's coming back from Perryville. If it doesn't work, then what's the point? It has to put food on the table. It's got to pay the rent. It's got to actually generate clients. And of course, where the question is coming from is he has seen that the aggressive approaches work. And these less aggressive approaches, he hasn't seen the evidence, and that's what he's wanting. But it's really worth unpacking this of how do we know that the aggressive approaches work? Well, people bought. Okay, so you saw the person not sure they're going to buy, the aggressive approach is implemented, and then the person buys, right? But what you may not see is what happens after. The number of refunds that get asked for, the buyer's remorse, the terrible word of mouth that comes because people were strong-armed into a situation that was not a fit for them at all. So did it work? Or does it work maybe in the short term, but actually hurts you in the long term? To me, it's almost laughable, this question of, do the less aggressive approaches work? You mean the approaches that aren't coercing people? The approaches that are respectful of people? Does this work? I mean, in the long term, it's the only thing that works. The aggressive, coercive, pushy, manipulative, slimy tactics, they've got a shelf life, and it is short. They really don't work for that long. They do work in the short term. All the chicanery works in the short term, but it doesn't. It works today, but not tomorrow. So do the less aggressive approaches to marketing work? How about this? Do the aggressive approaches work? Really? Do they work? Okay. And do the less aggressive approaches work? Well, think about your own experience. Think about the businesses you do business with. Do you do business with them because they're so aggressive? You might do business with somebody in spite of them being aggressive, but it's almost always because they're respectful. That's one of the reasons we work with them. Those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below.